This tutorial we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical lines. So let's just talk first of all, what is a horizontal line? If we are on the coordinate plane and we were to graph a line that is horizontal, that means it's going straight across from left to right. And one thing that we would know about all of these points on the line is that every single point on that line would have the exact same y coordinate. Okay, so let's say this is 1, 2, 3, let's say it is 4 units up. This would be the coordinate something 4. Maybe it's 1, 4. Maybe this one out here is 5, 4. This one over here, maybe it's negative 5, 4. But again, all of the points have the same y coordinate. So y equals 4 for all of those points. That means the equation of this horizontal line is y equals 4. The slope of that line is 0, right? If we were to take the slope between these points, let's say 1, 4 and 5, 4, the change in y, we would be doing 4 minus 4 over the change in x, 5 minus 1, we would get 0 over 4, which is just 0. So for horizontal lines, they have a slope of 0. And the equation is always of the form y equals something. So we had y equals 4. It's always going to be y equals whatever number happens to be the y coordinate of all points on that horizontal line. So if we were to graph each of the following, and I know your Flipbook is missing some grids here, so just go ahead and sketch those in. But if you have your x and y axes, go ahead and at least get those drawn. And then just do some labeling so that I can tell what it is that you have graphed here. So for y equals negative 7, that means that all of our points are going to be something comma negative 7. So it might be over here at 1, negative 7. It might be at 3, negative 7. Anything negative 7. So that means that our line is down here, and we would just want to label it so that we know that that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points down. So this is at negative 7 there. Over here, y equals 3. That means it's going to be 1, 2, 3 units up, and will be that horizontal line there. If we have to find the equation of a line through the points 10, 4, and negative 3, 4, well, again, we might be thinking, oh, this is going to be hard work. I have to put in slope-intercept form or point-slope form or whatever it is. Or you might notice that they both have the same y coordinate. And again, as soon as that happens, we know that it's going to be a horizontal line. And it's going to be the horizontal line y equals 4. How about vertical lines? Let's take a look at vertical lines. If we have the graph, and let's go ahead and put a vertical line somewhere over here. Well, think about everything we know about that vertical line. No matter what the point is, this point or this point or this one or this one, all the points on this vertical line have the same x coordinate. Let's say if this were 1, 2, 3 units over. So this is where x equals 3. All of these points are 3 comma something, 3 comma something. Everything is 3, and then you have a y coordinate. So that means for a horizontal, or I'm sorry, for a vertical line, you're going to have an equation of the form x equals, and then the number that they all share. So they all have an x coordinate of 3. Thinking about the slope of a vertical line, we have talked about this in the past, but the slope is undefined. And that's because no matter what, let's say if this is 4 and this is 2, if I were to try to find the slope, change in y, I could do 4 minus 2 over change in x, 3 minus 3. Our denominator is 0. And any number divided by 0, you're going to get an error message. You're not able to divide by 0. So that's why our slope would be undefined. So let's fill out your flip book. Vertical lines have undefined slopes, and the equations are of the form x equals a number. Okay, so it's just going to be x equals a number. To graph x equals negative 4, think about all of the points who have an x at negative 4, no matter what their y is. So that means going left 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can have, let's see, well, I'll just draw that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be this vertical line there. right? All the points on that line have an x-coordinate at -4. Over here, we want all the points who have an x-coordinate at 6. So that means going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be this vertical line here where every point on it has an x-coordinate of 6. To find the equation of the line through the points where both x-coordinates are 5, 5, -1, and 5, 4, hopefully you can kind of picture that. If I were going over to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1 down here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, +4 up here, you do have a vertical line. And so we know that it's going to be of the form x equals, since both x's are 5, it will be x equals 5.